Right. Tracking. Basically, we were discussing about the fraud or like cheating software license. So this is not good. If the software need to be purchased, if license need to be purchased, do it as instructed. Don't use it in a like fake manner. Don't fake register it and use it. That is illegal. Okay, tell me. So one small question. Tell me, can you raise your hand? How many of you are using Windows the origin with original license? How many of, can you please raise your hand? You can use more reactions, raise hand. How many of you are using your operating system in a genuine way without tracking? Can you raise your hand, including me? So how many? So let's count. And I can see 6, 7, okay. 7, only 7. Yes, only 7 are using that with 8, 9.
So
Yes,
version
9 hands. 10 now, 11 now, right? Okay. So closer to half of you.
Keyboard shortcut
As genuine software.
So crack
Right? You
version
can lower the hands. Right. Some are actually using this without any license. But there's a way actually, there's a way to do that. If you are using this for educational purpose, Microsoft will give that for educational purpose for students with student license. Microsoft එක දෙනවා student license එකත් එක්ක. ඔක free education license එකක් එක්ක දෙනවා. Right? So so in our singular class also one student said that he's using that with education license. You can also create a Microsoft education account, education email, and use it with education license because you all are students. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට පුළුවන්. දැන් අපි students ලා කාලේ මම student account එකේ ඔක පාවිච්චි කරා. Student account එකකින් free පාවිච්චි කරා education license එකෙන්. දැන් ඉතින් එහෙම කරන්න බෑ දැන් students ලා නෙවෙයිනේ. දැන් cheat කරන්න බැරි හින්දා දැන් so basically I'm using Mac OS. මම Mac OS එක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. Windows use කරනවා නම් Windows original license එකක් use කරන එක තමයි හොඳම දේ. Danuli, yes. Danuli, do you have a question?
So say if you are using student license, it's not cheating, right?
Yeah, if you can use with the student license, it's not cheating. Because you all are students actually. You are learning about the operating system and it's possible to use that. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is a better way. Rather than using a tracks software, that is a better option. Right? So you can use it because even university students are doing that because that is given for them for free. There's a reason Microsoft is encouraging you learning their platform. That's why they are giving that for free. Even Google is giving that. Google Cloud, they are giving that for free. So for learning purpose, I have used Google Cloud for 1 year. That is for free. Now they are giving 3 months.
Sir, even Chromebooks are encouraging us to learn in their platform, so they're giving it under student license if
Yes.
you sign in with your school account.
A lot of organizations, Oracle doing that for students license. Even Harvard University is offering courses for free.
Excuse me, sir.
I encourage basically students to go and learn from Harvard University even. So they are also offering some courses for free. So if you are interested in getting the certificate only, you need to pay. Learning is free. Certificate, you have to pay. Yes, if you have questions, you can ask. If you have questions, you can. Okay. So one question is how to use student license. Yes, that of course I'll share that blog from our student. So yes.
So crack version එක පාවිච්චි කරාම hack වෙන්න ඊට පුළුවන්ද?
There's a possibility. There's a possibility because tracks are developed for different purposes. Some tracks are developed by hackers. Most of the tracks actually are developed by hackers. There's a possibility.
Okay, sir.
but not 100%, but there's a probability of happening that. Okay, now we learn about different ethics using license copies. If not, I have given you a very good option. What is that? If you don't have a way to purchase a license, I have given you very good option. License එකක් ගන්න බැරි නම් මම ඔයාලට කියලා දීලා තියෙනවා කරන්න වෙතිලා. You can go to this website if you can remember, alternatives.net.
Alternative.
Yes. Then you can find a free alternative for this. හරි ඔයාලට එතකොට හොයාගන්න පුළුවන් නොමිලේ ලැබෙන විකල්පයක් මේකට. දැන් අපි හිතමුකෝ ඔයාලට Photoshop ගන්න සල්ලි නැහැ කියලා. Photoshop වලට license එකක් ඕන. ඒ වගේ Photoshop වලට සල්ලි නැහැ කියලා හිතමු මේක ගන්න. Then you can go and search and it will list you some alternatives which you can use for free here. Right? This is okay. Out of that, GIMP is, you can see, free and open source. GIMP is free and open source. Then you don't want to pay for that. And here, Trita is free and open source. Paint.net, free personal. Photopia is free. Pixlr, it's freemium, means halfway free. Pixelmator is paid. Coral Paint Shop paid. MyPaint is free. So likewise, you can find some free alternatives to this software. So that is the better option. Rather than tracking the software, you can use that. And any software, they are giving free time also. Most of the softwares, not any. Good software, they know podi කාලයක් free පාවිච්චි කරන්න. ඔයාලට ආසාවට පාවිච්චි කරලා බලන්න. එහෙම දෙනවා. Photoshop is giving that, Word is giving that, Microsoft Office is giving that, and not only that, Windows is also giving that. Okay, so I think you have questions. You can ask now. Ronald, yes.
Sir, may you can update network reports, sir. You can take update network reports, sir. May virus came in the sir.
එන්න පුළුවන් නේද අප්ඩේට් වලින් වෛරස් අඩු වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ වුණාට අප්ඩේට් වලින් ඔයාලට තියෙන්නේ මොනවා හරි වීක්නස් එකක් හදාගන්න තමයි අප්ඩේට් එකක් තියෙන්නේ.
Sir,
Yes.
like when the computer is turning on, like it actually happened in my other computer. Like the screen goes after the HP and it turns the circle. The screen goes black and the comma CMD pops out and then it quickly closes.
After that, what will happen?
After that, there's this normal screen, like you can work on that. But if you join for a Zoom call, soon after like 5 minutes, your screen will go black.
That you have to check. It can be either software fault or it can either be a hardware fault. But mostly, according to your explanation, it seems software fault. Because if it is
Yes,
a hardware
sir.
fault, if it is a hardware fault, like it should be recurring, right? Recurring. So even because this happens when some softwares are running, you know. So I think what you can do is you can maybe. So one thing is system reset. You can try to reset the system to the original state and see, check whether, or you can. So one main thing is scan for viruses. And if both are not working, so you can back up your content and reinstall the operating system and try again. That is the last.
Yes, sir. The repair.
Okay, so let's move to the next part.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, my live laptop is Asus, and my brother's one is Asus too. The old laptop. When I shut down and in the next morning I turn on that. When I turn on that, I type the password and it is say welcome and say and displays a black screen. I can't do anything. So I want to just do it test 2 times. I want to do
Okay,
finish
Abhinav,
2 times.
Abhinav,
I have to.
with the time constraint, I won't be able to answer the question now today. But what you can do is you can send me a voice message or send me a message to WhatsApp with a screenshot or photo. Then I'll give you a solution, right?
Okay, then.
Okay, right. Okay. The next thing is how we can save, use the computer. So what is the correct posture to be maintained, right? Okay, there are questions I know. So I have to hold for the moment since we have only few minutes to finish the lesson. So anyway, questions are open. You can send it to the WhatsApp even. Then I can respond. It's okay to send question to WhatsApp or Discord. Then I can answer the question there, right? So please do that. So now I'm fully allocating the time for the lesson. Okay, how to maintain the correct posture. So that is really important when you're using computer for a long time. So you have to keep your back, which is like as a perpendicular to the floor. Right? This is the floor and this is your posture, back and the neck. You can see it's like here it's straight in a perpendicular. It is like 90 degrees. Right? So closer to 90 degrees, like you have to maintain that posture. And here also you can see your legs, arms, these are parallel to the floor. These are parallel to the floor. Please try to maintain that posture and your eye level, actually the forehead level should be tallying with the monitor or the screen level. Here it's like this, right? So because then your eye level is you have small tilt in the screen, body tilt එකක් body ඇදයක් තියෙනවා. screen එක කෙලින්ම නෙවෙයි තියෙන්නේ body tilt එකක් එක්ක. දැන් මම monitor එක තියාගෙන ඉන්නේ body tilt එකක් එක්ක. කෙලින්ම නෙවෙයි. Because like our eye it has angle no. ඒ angle එකට match වෙන්න තමයි මේ tilt එක තියෙන්නේ body ඇදයක්. හැබැයි මේකේ top එක forehead එකත් එක්ක match වෙනවා. So this is the best posture to sit. And the distance between your monitor and you is closer to 8. Actually, it's between 18 to 28 inches. Closer to 1.5 feet. 18 to 28 inches. So if you can maintain this, it is good for your health. Otherwise, it will give long time troubles. Not short time, but long time troubles to your health. Like eye pain, eye strain, maybe even a situation like glaucoma, eye pressure. Because if you are looking at for a screen for a very long time, your eye will be pressurized. Right? Your iris actually is controlled by these nerves, everything. So it will be pressured for a long time. That is, if it happens for long duration, there's something called glaucoma. Eye pressure. That is really bad for your health because even you can go blind. Right? ඒක අන්ධ වෙන්න උනත් පුළුවන් glaucoma එන්නේ ඇහැට ලොකු ප්‍රෙෂර් එකක් එද්දී. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ කම්පියුටර් ස්ක්‍රීන් එක දිහා කොට වෙලාව ඔයගොල්ලෝ බලන් ඉන්න එක කරන්න එපා. So try to like move your eyes, try to blink your eyes again and again, and also try to see the far away place after some time, maybe after 40 minutes. You can see some, maybe each 10 minutes you can see a far away place distance. But හිතන්න ඉස්සරහ තියෙන wall එකක් in front of you, there's a wall. So then that is really difficult to do that. But Windows ඔකට පොඩි උත්තරයක් දීලා තියෙනවා. මේක සාර්ථක නැහැ. Windows වල ගොඩක් වෙලාවට තියෙන blue color screen එකක් දැකලා තියෙනවා. The background, the appearance, it looks blue color. ඇයි ඒ? දැන් අර අපේ අහස බැලුවම ඈත තියෙන අහස නිල් පාටයි. මුහුද දිහා බැලුවම ඈත තියෙන මුහුදත් නිල් පාටයි. කඳු දිහා බැලුවම ඈත තියෙන කඳුත් නිල් පාටයි. එතකොට අර ඈත බලනවා වගේ feeling එකක් දෙන්න පුළුවන් if you make the screen blue. But that is a temporary solution only. That is not really good solution, but just trying something rather than showing it in red. If your background is red color, it's very difficult to look at the screen for a long time. But if your background is blue color, then you can look at the screen without much effort, better than red color. So that's why these colors are taken. But it's always advisable to look at faraway place after some time. At the point I have relax, I have pressure in the pressure when I do it. In a sarin sarayari chuttak at the balan, no screens they have balang in order, mobile phone they have balang in order for a long duration. If you are doing that, so please practice that. There are exercises. Blink your eyes like this. Purposely blink your eyes. Ne hitalama has blink karanna. Devage deval api karanna venawa. Ehema naththam backbone pain ekak enna puluwan. E wagema eye strain, like feet strain, pain in elbows and fingers, nerve like numbness of the fingers and all. Hiri වැටෙන්න පුළුවන්, දැනෙන්න නැතුව යන්න පුළුවන්. Numbness කියලා කියන්නේ දැනෙන්න නැතුව යනවා, හිරි වැටෙනවා වගේ දෙයක්. Think about that. If you are getting these things, please let your parents know. They will help solve these problems, right? Because they can help you, guide you to the health practices. And the last thing is about safer use of the computer and safe disposal of electronic garbages. Electronic garbages are the things that we have used and thrown away. So everything will become electronic garbage. In my computer, this will become electronic garbage one day. Your computer will also become electronic garbage. Mobile phone will also become electronic garbages. These garbages, the main issue is these are having lead, barium, mercury, beryllium like materials which are causing cancer, weaknesses, maybe nerve damages, kidney, brain damages. මේ වගේ හානි කරන බැරලෝහ මේ වගේ තියෙනවා. lead, barium, රසදිය වගේ දේවල්, beryllium වගේ දේවල් කැන්සර් වලට එන්න පුළුවන්, kidney damages එන්න පුළුවන්, මොළයට අපේ ස්නායු වලට damage කරන්න පුළුවන්. So it's so dangerous, right? Therefore, so we have to safer, like dispose this in a safer way. So there's a method that we are using that is called 3R method. One thing is reduce. If you can reduce using the components, so one thing is that European countries, most of the time, they use things and after using for a specific period, particular period, they are shipping those things to Asian countries or poor countries. Sometimes we can see that as a bad thing, but in other way, it's a good thing for the world. Bad thing for Asians, good thing for the world. Why? Bad thing is like Asian countries are full of electronic garbages already with this thing. And they are sending these used computers, use mobile phones. That is actually overloading garbages in Asian countries and poor countries. Good thing. On the they are reusing that. If they continue to use this again and again and again, new things, then it is adding more garbages to the world. Rather than doing that, they can hand it over to a poor country where they can also use that for some time. Think about vehicles. We have vehicles actually in 1980s, even 1970s, 1950s vehicles. Still they are as classic vehicles in Sri Lanka. But most of the countries are destroying vehicles, recycling vehicles. But we are using that for a long time. Something good, because it is reducing, reusing. Something bad, because ultimately it will fill our country with electronic garbages. Right. Reduce means if you can, that is meaningful, right? Reuse. Reuse means like if you can use that for other purpose, even if Asian countries use or poor countries use those who have used in rich countries, so that is also reusing. And this is not a very good picture because this is dangerous. Because if you take this as an advice, and if you try to like put plants like tomato and chili inside these things, so then it is directly taking these materials into your system. Because these lead, barium, mercury, beryllium like materials are there in monitors. If you plant some useful plant in there, so then if you eat that, then it will directly come to your system. So that is why this is dangerous, right? It is good to use this after recycling those dangerous materials. After that, you can use plastic or something for this kind of thing. But you have to remove the dangerous materials. Right, recycling, because we cannot do recycling directly, we have to hand it over to a recycling company. That's how we do it, because we can't recycle it directly. Right? We don't have facilities. It's not safer to recycle in our home. Recycling කරනවා කියලා කියලා ඔයාලා ලොකු වලක් කපලා මේ වලත් එකම දාන්න එපා computers. From recycling, giving it back to earth. That is not a better recycling method. Okay, with that, the major part of the lesson is over. We have to discuss about very small part, that is about passwords. I tried my level best to finish that as well, but time was not enough. It's okay. We have the next day also. Let's discuss that part next day. Then I'm going to stop from here. Next day we'll discuss lesson number 3 as well as the password policies. If you have any question, please send it to the group. I can respond there. Then for today, I'm going to stop from here. Then good night. See you all next week. Goodbye.
God bless you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.